Are you hearing anything?
Not
through
yet.
Your speakers? Okay. Because I'm not hearing anything. Now I'm hearing something. Yay!
There's sound!
Hey everybody, I'm Rigmarole.
I'm Johnny Martin.
And this is White Knight. I know virtually nothing of this game other than it's black and white, has apparently lighting effects, you're in a house with a thing. It's basically Layers of Fear without paintings and colors, so why the hell not?
Oh, that is cool. Okay, watch.
Ooh, that's a lovely touch. I like it.
I don't like this. Oh.
And it complements the background music very well, too. This is actually very good. Like, already I'm like, ooh, kudos.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
This actually reminds me of when I first found out that when you play Rayman Origins or Rayman Legends, in like the instrument levels, when you're running around, it actually complements the music when you're running around because you're jumping on drums.
Because it's playing the actual song. Like,
Yeah.
that's the whole reason you're supposed to hit those points. It's basically a rhythm game.
Yes. I ain't gonna skip anything.
Some nights are just pitch black, without stars, and without sleep. Dirty nights clinging to you like tar. Like this one night, back in 1938. Boston. The Great Depression tsunami was just sweeping over what was left of America. Misery, hunger, despair. Times are hard, they said. Times were worse than hard. And the bar was about to close. As far as I was concerned, this was just another intoxicated day drawing to an end. If only I knew.
This is like heavily reminding me of like those hard-boiled cop shows and stuff. Like with all the Jim Davis, once an excellent detective within the LAPD, now finds himself struggling as a private eye. The dame walked in my place. She looked like she didn't belong. She told me her husband had been missing for 3 days. I said I didn't want to go looking for him, but her money was green, and the sound of greenbacks slapping my palm was music to my ears every time.
Like a piano key hitting the right note. I knew I wanted to hear more. So I searched out for the green slapping sounds. Vroom.
After chugging my way through 3/5 of gin, I decided to get into my car. If only I knew the irresponsibility of drunk driving. I ran over an old lady.
Oh, I'm driving. I'm playing the game.
Oh, nice.
I knew I shouldn't have drank that fifth. Oh,
I told the bartender I was too drunk, but he said I wasn't out of money yet, and I had to be broke in order to leave.
Look at all them road signs with that.
I believed him.
Ah.
Alcohol is my only friend.
Boston, 5 miles. I want to go to Boston. No, I'm not going to Boston. I'll do like that sound of sign by Nicholas.
Nicholas, you bastard, you owe me money. Why did you have to die an early death?
It's just the composer, Zachary.
Due to pneumonia poisoning or whatever.
Lake Moire. No, I want to. No, not going to the lake. Caution. Drive slowly. Can I accelerate? No, I can't accelerate.
See, as if existentialism didn't get any more deeper, here's a lake called Lake Noir in a noir detective video game. Silliness, I tell you.
I do really like the music, though. The music's really good. Actress Birds Bay. Actress Birds Bay.
I looked at my reflection and then back at the picture I keep in my wallet of Damien What's-His-Face. I wondered why we were so physically similar, and then I remembered my character model was based off of his expression. Oh wait, did I just... I'm sorry, director guy. I didn't mean to break the fourth wall. I'm just...
Whoa, there's
drunk.
color! There's color! Oh, bonus points! Oh,
Is that a ghost?
That's a ghost. Ah, it's just a ghost!
Shit. Stop that! You're freaking me out.
So the ghosts come in color? Does that make it easier?
Maybe. I don't know. The ghosts agree.
The shock was still echoing in my bones as the image of that girl coming out of nowhere surged back in my mind. Did I hit her? Was she dead?
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, she's
I
dead.
couldn't remember. Thoughts were spinning in my head. I hope I didn't run her over. I hope she's still alive.
She's dead.
I'll find out when I come back.
The pain. Terrible pain on my side. And this question. Where am I?
Hello, I'm Satan. This is Hell. I'm here to give you your introductory tour. So you are going to be in a haunted house for the rest of eternity, being chased by monsters in black and white. Good luck with that. I realized too late that mixing liquor and beer was a horrible idea. The vomit in the back of my throat was awful.
Okay, this still isn't me.
I hit a tree. I looked at the front of my car. Good thing solid steel construction made wood chips out of this tree. But unfortunately, due to the fact that airbags hadn't been invented yet, I suffered an extreme case of whiplash.
Despite the pain that I was in, I could still walk by using my arrow keys. Whoa, whoa. I could examine the place by using space. The girl on the road, the impact, I couldn't find the body.
I lamented the fact that cell phones hadn't been invented yet, and I couldn't call for help, thus leaving me stranded in front of a creepy looking house and wondering where all the color went.
I see a power box that says danger. I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
I took the fork that I stole from the bar out of my pocket and jammed it deep into the power box. The resulting electricity restored my vision to allow color back into the world, but only from other electrical sources. Confused, I gazed back at my car, wondering why the light was yellow, but everything else was different.
By walking up to the gate, I gained a new achievement.
I stole a newspaper. I don't think whoever lived in this house had seen a paperboy in 8 years.
Vesper Manor didn't ring a bell. My head was empty and painful. Boston Daily News.
I randomly remembered that Vesper was the name of the chick from James Bond. Why I cared, I did not know. But the actress that played her was incredibly attractive to my drunkenness.
As I got to the gate, I realized that I was entering another cutscene. So I stared through the gate at the crazy-looking house that awaited my danger.
I grabbed at the bars, confused. Why am I at the zoo?
If I pushed the gate might open.
Still in a drunken daze, I wet myself. Not out of fear, mind you. But once a man's bladder is
Collect my
full.
thoughts. But the intense pain was scattering them like a bunch of dead birds. My fear of being wounded changed into an obsession.
I'm obsessed with the fact that I'm wounded.
Bang, no mind to... Whoa. WS in a heart shape. There's a doggy house. I want to go to the doggy house.
I looked inside. There was no dog. I was extremely disappointed. I was hoping to pet some fuzzy ears.
We got some
Ooh,
zodiacs.
what's that weird symbol on the tree?
I am curious about that. Can I examine the... Man, I am really drunk right now. Some
I wondered
zodiacs.
If I was in such intense pain that my own voiceover narration defined it as an obsession...
This unknown symbol let out a powerful aura. I didn't know what it meant, but the crows were singing to me.
I silently lamented on not learning on Satanology when I was in detective college. It probably would have been helpful for figuring out why some dude named Manson carved up 8 people to impress an underage actress. Man, people are weird.
As I ventured around the house, I realized there was an invisible wall keeping me from going into the backyard. So I decided to go back to the front of the house, where the rocking chair sat there menacingly staring at me.
I wondered if I was in such pain that my voiceover narration defined it as an obsession, how was I able to form such coherent thoughts about the things in my personal environment? And that statue is a suspiciously naked female shape.
It seems the
Part of me wants to investigate.
my arm came from a marble structure.
It must have come from the statue. Why are people abusing naked lady statues? That's just rude.
I'm gonna go inspect on this naked lady statue, make sure she's okay, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure she's okay
I kinda am afraid of the
wholesome
graveyard now, and I'm
and
gonna...
ample and other descriptive adjectives of the female form.
This is actually a really hard game to navigate. I don't know where I'm going.
I'm surprised I haven't tripped.
There I go.
There was a
tripping.
glass of wine on the banister.
Couldn't see a thing. The window was watching over.
Why is the window watching over a tomb? The window's not paying any damn attention. It's a window. It's an inanimate object.
Yeah, man.
I grabbed for the wine, hoping to get even more drunk.
There was still
Some golden
liquids.
liquid inside the golden liquor, circa
Someone was
1930.
here recently reading the Boston Daily.
Who gives a shit? Give me more. More!
No use. That lamb had been seen better days.
My liver has seen better days.
To William Vesper, under normal circumstances, I would have never tried to contact you, and I am an honest woman with a very masculine voice. I have supported my husband since the blessed day of our wedding, from which 2 beautiful children were born.
She's biased and an unreliable narrator. I highly doubt her children are beautiful. This is 1938. They're probably buck-toothed and one's stupid.
I have given them the best education I could, but today I cannot afford to raise them properly anymore.
So I'm sending them to live with strangers.
We are ruined. My husband's employer went bankrupt. He's trying to travel from town to town trying to find a job. While I have to beg for food. There's more to this. Every single day, my 4-year-old son has had a bad cough. He's probably got the bronchitis flu, some crazy mix, which is getting worse, and I fear for his life. Nowadays, we can see children die in the streets. Is this still America?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I'm sorry, but I thought this was America.
I beg of you, who are rich, only a few dollars would be enough. We could work for you. We live in the shack under the best oil sign at the entrance of the slum by the Graham slaughterhouse. Graham.
Graham cracker. You're drunk.
I am drunk. You're drunk.
I know.
Graham slaughterhouse. Graham. At the Graham slaughterhouse. Don't hesitate to come. Martha Kenton.
By the way, my son's not Superman. Oh, damn, I wasn't supposed to tell you that. Wait. Yes. I don't know.
So do I want to open the door? Okay, hang on. I'm actually going to check to see if there's anything by that statue, because I'm guessing they want us to go into
Just
the
the
house.
fact that it's a creepy kind of outline of a humanoid.
Oh, I
Kind
know.
of. Like, if you're not really expecting it to be a scary game, you're like, whatever. But then, I guess when the game turns scary, it's going to get creepy.
What? From what I gather, it's supposed to be a good horror game, but Margaret Vespa, born Venta Cross. Whoa, okay. Oh, I got another thing.
I was wondering, who keeps leaving newspapers around here? I mean, this is the Great Depression. That's a blanket for this time.
I will tell you,
And
this
place.
is really hard to move around.
It's because you're drunk and apparently extremely wounded.
Henry Vesper, a relative of the landlord.
I thought he was the guy who lived in the house. Never mind, whatever. This is...
I don't know. Hang on. Whoa, hang on. The Bucket, born 1986. Hang on, what
The
is it?
skeletal remains of a squirrel was slightly disturbing, but then I giggled to myself. He's picked his last nut.
What's this one? Anything? Anything? No, nothing. Not
I
at all.
silently lamented. The last time I'd seen a bucket, I'd been throwing up in it. And the urge to do the same here was overwhelming. But out of respect for the dead squirrel...
Statue had been moved recently?
Why do I care? I really don't. I am staring at me with a white and hostile... I'm not seeing her face. How do I know she's upset?
Holy Vesper, no date on the grave.
So he's not...
So it's
dead?
recent. That's my guess, is it's recent.
I don't know. I can't tell because of the art style if the grave has actually got loose soil around it.
This is eerie. But it's really cool. I do like the art style.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I think that was...
Let me feel up the statue.
Why are you just committing
Whoa.
blatant destruction? Oh.
Oh! So
Oh.
there's a key.
Wow, so the lighting actually...
Hi.
I thought it was just gonna be like you hold a candle and that's like the sphere of how much you can see.
Yeah.
But now...
Feeling I was about to desecrate a sanctuary. To open the door to a world I didn't belong to. But whoever lived in there, they would understand. I needed help. Anyone would understand that.
Part of my question is, why was there a key on the back of a grave?
My question is, why do you think he's about to desecrate something? He pretty much is disturbing a grave plot. Like, that, by definition, is desecration. So, yeah, you kind of already went over that line here, pal.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna be a really difficult game to gauge depth.
Yeah.
Like, just getting to the stairs is difficult. And drunk, no less. I don't know about you, but going in the giant mansions that are locked with a graveyard in the front yard!
With the possibility that the owner is actually in a shallow grave in the very front yard, and then I moved the statue that pretty much accounted for the desecration of the burial plot is
somewhere
deeply
safe.
disturbing.
That's all that mattered.
Staying in my car was the
As the
safe
doors
one.
opened, the mansion seemed to react to my presence. There was a smell, like a cornered animal. The smell of fear.
I already feel like it's gonna be Monster House.
Yet, I entered the place because I had no choice.
You could have gone to somewhere else,
I was
maybe down the
primed to
road.
find a phone or some help. I didn't even bother wondering what happened to prayers when they reached the wrong door.
End of chapter 1.
That was a short chapter, but
Well, that's kind of an intro chapter.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep
That was
going.
a random kind of last line too. Like, I wonder what happens to prayers when they go to the wrong door. Well, if you're praying to Satan, your prayers are going to Satan. If you're praying to God, they're going to God. If you're asking God for something, Satan's not gonna get the message, so to speak. You know what I mean? Pray to who you want to pray to. That's who it's supposed to go to. But that's kind of a silly, I guess, assumption to make.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was waiting for more cutscene.
I looked at the footprints, wondering, did I make those? I don't remember. Have I been here before? Is this my house? And then I suddenly remembered the car crash and thought, no, this can't be my house. I'm 3 blocks farther down.
Hello? Hello? I need an ambulance. Can you hear me? I need help. What had happened? This cold, the darkness around me. I was usually not afraid of the dark, there. On that day. I remembered I had a matchbox somewhere in my jacket.
Because I also
The urge
smoke
to light a
heavily.
match was growing with every new chill running down my spine.
In my pocket, I found a box of matches I could get some light using return. Oh, it's really dark. Whoa. Something was there.
Creepy!
Wow.
More matches. Sweet.
Wow.
That is...
Peaceful landscape, the kind of place I would have loved to be. Wow.
That is really good, too, by the way. Wow.
Whoa.
That looks like a lot of blood on the floor. Or dirt. Probably both.
The shovel was covered from fresh soil. Okay.
Probably for the now dead owner whose date had not been filled because the people who ran the whole grave morgue thing, I don't know the word, hadn't done it yet. And I still felt rude for desecrating it. But hadn't considered it desecration yet.
Yeah.
12 out of 12.
Landlords for sure, but a very smiling couple.
Again, 1938. Pictures weren't fantastic back then.
People didn't what was that? What? Whoa. September 5th, 1910. William, 6-year-old, daydreaming already.
Oh. Old pictures. I'm not comfortable anymore.
Oh, these are gonna get creepy.
Probably. I mean, the music stopped, so now I'm like waiting for something to happen.
The garden looked like it was sleeping in the darkness.
I don't know. Some of these adjectives are really confusing because it's like, how are you going to say that a certain object was performing a human trait when it is an inhuman object?
That's a face.
I need pictures! Pictures of Spider-Man! That's what that face said to me.
August 21st, 1911. Suffocating in its useless illuminations and frills, the mansion doesn't have the greatness befitting a fortune like the Vespers. It's the work of a degenerate romantic. It's like a stain in this century. I ordered the flower beds on the east side of the garden to be removed. They made moving around complicated, and in summer their scent was unbearable. I didn't talk about it to Henry. Oh, I'm a woman again. Oh, great.
Oh, that's so bad being a woman, isn't
No,
it?
I get the voices wrong. I start out as a man. It's like, my husband. It's like, oh.
Suffocating in its useless illuminations and frills, the mansion doesn't have the greatness befitting a fortune like the Vespers. Oh! And he was quite upset. For the first time, I think I saw something like rage in his eyes. For a few seconds, I'm starting to sound like Minnie Mouse. He did look like a man, and then he showed himself back in his melancholy. Melancholy.
Okay, I'm sorry. That word got ruined by me ever since I watched Megamind. I feel so melancholy.
Melancholy. You're the only person in this town who calls it metrocity, damn it.
Oops. And I play the piano all afternoon. His jazz again! This stupid music which reeks of debauchery and misery!
Oh, your throat is sore. I've been doing hard-boiled alcoholic smoking cop voice.
Let me get another one of them matches.
And it's kind of turning
Oh,
into
cool, the match, good. I
Oh,
don't
cool.
waste any matches if I pick up, like, max. That's good. I'm glad about that, because
Cool.
I don't want to open this. Nothing special about that wardrobe.
I opened it up and discovered diamonds. My problems had been solved. The crucifix was not comforting at all, but its heavy silver construction would make it perfect for beating vampires to death. I only naturally assumed that such things would be here.
August 28th, 1911. I'm gonna be a guy this time, I bet. William is 7 today. He is with Henry running after the servants in the garden, dressed up like monsters from space. Games are always games. The mansion is all upside down, and the yells gave me an awful headache. I'm now cloistered in the office, unable to even pray. Henry's fantasies keep William away from his great destiny. I have to bring him back to me, as this will be my only chance to make a man out of him. To make him embrace the Venter Cross legacy, to show him the way. Henry is a dreamer, and he has no ambition whatsoever. He can't teach him anything. Behind every great man, there is a great woman. Nonsense!
Ow, my damn ears, son of a bitch!
Women should be on the front line. This is where the opposite brought us. I have no illusion about how little power and world is leaving in the hands of women. But William is young. He is the future. I will act through him, and may night finally fall upon this house. May William stop running after his deceiving lights to find the place he deserves in this world. I think I've watched too much Monty Python.
A little bit, yeah.
A boy with a religious dress, a house full of old traditions. Ooh.
Oh, hey, look, it's Princess Leia with a lightsaber.
Saying the woman in the church candle was wondering where God was.
He's not here.
He's all gone.
He's an absentee landlord. I'm just stealing lines from Devil's Advocate at this point.
I think my drunkenness is wearing off a little bit. A little bit, maybe. Library.
The cold fear worked better than any kind of coffee.
Oh, crap.
We gotta go find another key, I guess.
This is difficult to navigate. Oh.
Newspaper.
Okay.
Stop counting how many companies closed in the last 9 years, how many unemployed and families end up in the streets, forced to live in slums around our cities. Stop counting all the commodities wasted because no one could buy them, thrown to the sea or burnt. We stopped counting how many of our business partners fell with us. Excuse me. It was 9 years ago on October 29th, 1929, born from the sick and speculative belly of America, the crash would throw the world into the storm and darkness. But I am still talking in this weird voice because we are still here. But we lost faith. And we stopped counting because these were just figures, because today they made us feel nauseous. Dawn seemed far at that time, and today some think they can see the sunrise, and some people think they can fly only to find out it's delusional fantasy, and some people think space aliens will take us. I can't.
I thought you were still reading. I wasn't
seem
paying
to forget
attention.
night and darkness are always out there somewhere.
I was still listening. I thought that was a part of the book.
Meanwhile, I just start going into tangents about space aliens and delusions of grandeur, and you're like, oh, this sounds like completely reasonable, rational thing someone would write during the time of the Great Depression, about the Great Depression, because space aliens were somehow involved, right? Right? What?
Soothing aura.
What? What? What?
I don't know.
What?
Soothing aura, something about the lunar goddess statue. That's
That doesn't make sense. What? If they're in a house obviously run by Catholic people, well, I don't want to say run by because it's not like a church or anything, but if they're an obviously Catholic family home, why is there a lunar goddess statue around? That's strange.
I'm adamantly looking. I'm trying to figure out where this key. Oh,
Like, the armchair looked comfy. I figured I could pass out in this weird, creepy house, and no one would cut my throat in my sleep. Boy, was I wrong.
Just in case something ever happened to me. Because, oh, that really hurts my throat.
Yeah, how do you think I'm feeling right now?
There seemed to be a floppy disk in this chair.
It didn't make sense, because I really shouldn't know what a floppy disk is, but somehow I knew that's what. Oh, hey, hi.
well, that's a good point to stop. As I woke up, I had recovered from strength. I could run. Using you?
I'm using you to run.
That is a really random button. That is a really random button to use.
I realized I could jog. My drunkenness had worn off.
Wait.
But my urge to get drunk again was just as intense as my soberness.
Okay, well, That's a good stopping point. This is already a really cool game.
Visually, it's interesting. Obviously not a lot has happened, but I don't know. I feel like a lot's going to be happening. I'm already like apprehensive about what's going to be happening here in the foreseeable future with this game.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm intrigued by the lunar goddess stats. Like, that makes no sense. The mom is trying to like live vicariously through her son and somehow make a man out of him, which in modern terms sounds really creepy and such. But again, different time, different setting, whatever. Still, parents, don't live vicariously through your children. That's messed up. You have no right to do that to them. And it's just horrible, because they will go through life thinking that all they ever have to do is meet your expectations, when really it's just you being a dick. And it's not fair. It's not fair to your kids. I'm saying it louder for the people in the back. Don't live vicariously through your children.
Well, in the meantime, join us in the next episode. We'll see where this crazy adventure of drunkenness leads us in black and white.
I heaved all over my boots. Crap! Now I have to get the Asian kid on the end of the street to shine him again. And I don't have a penny to pay him with. I wonder if he accepts donations and vomit. Homeless people eat that, right? I didn't know. I'm too drunk to understand.
I'm Johnny Martin. You take care now.
I'm Rigmarole. Peace out, you guys.
We'll see what happens in the next episode.
I need a throat lozenge.